of leaving when thoughts get thrown around, but we keep going on believing, and on till we're all cried out, 'cause we don't feel like throwing it all away. We don't feel like it. But this time it's not about escaping. We don't feel like it. We don't feel like it. 'Cause we don't feel like throwing it all away. We don't feel like it.
I don't know why that took a minute to turn on. Good evening. How are people doing? I see my wifey's in the chat. God, I am so tired right now. It is stupid. But I still wanted to stream, so we're doing Minecraft instead. Because I believe it was gonna be either Call to the Lamb or Breath of the Wild. And yeah, Minecraft! For those who don't know, I work in the outdoor industry as an instructor, and I've had a very busy past 2 days. We've had 8 groups on site yesterday, and most of them left today. I worked with 3 of them. Yeah, I'm just very tired because I was on archery and ropes all of yesterday, and then today's just been a bit chaotic because I had pedal carts this morning, which, if you didn't know, it's like Mario Kart, but you do it yourself, and it's not an engine; it's pedals like a bike. I then had a free session, which I had to spend setting up one of the other activity I did today, and then packing down the pedal carts after the scouts had used them, and then running that activity I'd set up. I've also had a glass of wine and some rum because it's a bank holiday tomorrow, which is why I'm streaming tomorrow. Because I don't have work tomorrow. So if I can speak, the plan for me tomorrow is hopefully either record the last part for the Hento Koroks seeds, or because I've started deep cleaning my room just to declutter the space a little bit, I might try and do some of that, but I'll decide what I feel like doing tomorrow. Oh, I just popped my back. Good news. I discovered why there was a little bit jitteriness while we did this, when we did this last time. I need to upgrade my RAM on my laptop because, off the top of my head, this has like 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's either 16 or 32. I can't remember. I think it's no, yeah, it's 16. Which I thought would be fine. But I'm now getting messages from CurseForge saying it doesn't like it. And so when hopefully it'll be either when I get paid or when I can put the money aside for it, I will be upgrading the RAM on this laptop. Hopefully I can get it to 64. I'd love it if I can get it to 64, but we'll see what I can get. Oh, oh, don't crash on me. Don't crash on me. Please don't break on me. What do you mean microphone has no signal? Microphone does have signal. It is right in front of me. So yes, I'm a very tired bean. We're gonna go into Minecraft. Hopefully this decides to work today. I have the stream open on my phone so I can see when it clears. There we go, it's cleared. I'm going to turn the music up a touch, just so it's not too quiet when we do this. I'll put it on 30. You are fine, don't worry about it. You do what you need to do, wifey. For those who want to know, I am incredibly comfortable right now. I'm in my PJs, I'm in the massive hoodie. We're comfy. Now you'll see there is creative copy here. That is for something else that I did. So, wifey, do you remember the last time I did this and I mentioned schematic cannons and you said that was cheating and I said it wasn't because I had to build something? If I just jump into the creative world real quick just to show you. I built a design for the base for when I can eventually get it built. And I said I wanted to try and build it inside the hill. I'm hoping this works. So I did have to add another mod to this. I added the replay mod. So this version of the mod pack isn't a public version of the mod pack and has crashed at least once. But hopefully, if it behaves today, it won't do that. Now the hope is it doesn't crash again. I'm begging it doesn't crash again. There we go. Let's do this. We'll hopefully do this. Come on. Come on. Are you gonna work? Are you gonna be silly and jittery again, or are you just gonna let me do? You are letting me do. Right. So, once I've eaten this melon, again. I know you've done that. Right. Now, you remember this list of stuff that we got. We can take that off it, we can take that off it, we can take that off it, we can take that off it. We need this. Which means we need iron, logs, stone, and a dispenser. To get a dispenser, because I will probably forget, we need cobblestone, a bow, and some redstone. So we're going to be doing a lot of digging today. But to help me do that, I might start digging out the cliff where we are parking ourselves. But that also doesn't help me with figuring out where I need to put stuff. Okay, I have 6 iron. I do also have a basin. The basin's going to be useful later. And we can stick that there because I'm going to need to put something in the way before we use it. Right. I was going to organise this chest out because this is what I want for my tools and important stuff. Let's move all of this out. When we get everything up and running, it's going to be so much easier. Right, I'll keep a stack of cobble because I know I'm going to need that. And keep the bucket in case we find lava. I should really keep all the crate stuff into one chest. But, let's put the iron in there to keep it safe. And the rest of that can go in here. Because you don't need it right this minute. Right. Stick the rest of these saplings down. Now, we've got to decide where a good place for a mine is. So up there is going to be the house. So I want it sort of nearby. But kind of sort of hidden. Or I could just dig in it. You know what? I do actually remember one of the coordinates. Kind of. Because it was... not 493. Which is this one. It's this corner. Yeah, it is this corner. Because I remember getting rid of that water spout. So we do have a lot of digging. And if I remember correctly, my bottom, if I just leave this marked, my corner was there. But I might bring it out a couple blocks. I think that was my corner. I think. It's fine. Because worst case, schematic cannons have this very useful thing where they just delete blocks for you. So right now we're just going to try and get all this dirt, or as much dirt as we can, so I can block that off. Now this would go a lot quicker if I had a drill, but I don't have a drill. Why am I trying to climb up the side when I can just, do that? I think that's more common sense there. That is going to be for building, so I'm going to shove you there, and I'm going to make some more shovels. So let's get some more sticks. That's an extra pickaxe. I do want a couple extra pickaxes, just so I'm not using my iron one. And I'll get a couple extra axes. But the main thing we want right now are shovels. I'm just going to finish that off. I want those in my inventory. Those can go back. Look at me getting all tidy. I do need some more torches at some point. But that's fine. We can deal with that later. That is not a now problem. What is a now problem is getting this dug out. So I think it's like here. All of this needs coming out as well. I'm not too worried about making everything look pretty at the moment. I just need it functional. Get Hello. How are we doing today? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Mine's been work, so we're chilling and doing this. Just mine out this coal, hopefully before it gets too dark. We have hopefully got enough dirt to fill this in. And I'd like... Yes, hello cow. You're somewhere. Fair enough. I'm not well versed in the crate mod, and this is... I haven't spent too much time in this world yet. I do have a few crate mod things. So I've got my water wheel, I've got my millstone, I've got this ready for when I can get my press in, and that ready for the mixer when I eventually get that. But right now, we're doing a bit of digging. So if I climb back up here... We'll get there. Bearing in mind, this has already crashed once. So this is where my house is going to be, eventually. I have built it. I have a schematic cannon file ready and waiting. We just need to clear this, which is currently being a process. But hopefully I should get some more iron from doing this so I can get the other things that I need. Shove all of that up here. Yeah, it's a trust the process type situation. It's going to look very ugly before it looks very pretty. And I would show you I might be able to show you what it is that I've built. I'll save that as a surprise because I'm editing the video of me building it for the YouTube. So is it, no, I do apologise because I am incredibly dyslexic. Would you prefer to go by L or I'm forgetting how to read. L solid that my brain is not Englishing right now and I do apologise. Oh, your name is Spanish. That's fair. I have a few Europeans that sometimes drop in. I myself am English. I say English. I am English. I'm from England. I am from the West Midlands specifically. I am a Yam. so I don't speak proper English half the time anyway. And also, don't worry about your name. Elso is fine. That's perfect. See, my brain be weird and it doesn't put words together properly. But that's fine because it makes me good at other things. So how was your weekend, Elso? I've run out of dirt. Oh well. There's more here. Hi, cow. Move, please. Not much going on. Just make... What type of ice cream are you making? There's too many cows in the way. I love the carry on mod. This is... I love how silly this is. You know what? Cow stack. My line is there. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Tell me how it comes out. Count, you're in my way. At this point, I may as well just chop. Get the pig as well. I have more food. The fun part about this is I can't remember how far back I wanted to go. I think it was about here. I think. Was it one more? It was one more. I can't remember. Oh well. I was thinking about bringing it forward anyway, so it is what it is. The fridge is on life. Oh no. That's not good. That is really not good. The joys of appliances not working is such a fun one, especially when it's like your fridge. My dad had the same problem a couple weeks ago, and he's either storing it in my granddad's fridge or he's buying bags of ice because he literally doesn't have another option. And his car broke down like not a month ago, a couple months ago as well. So he's not happy. But hopefully he should have his car back by now. Not many more back. I think this is it. No, I am way off. Way off. What number was it? That would be helpful. So if that way is 14, I think it was 16 I went to. There we go. And where I want to be now. So we just got to clean all this corner out and hope I get some iron. If not, I can always start making a mine, which will eventually get dug out with a tunnel when I can make one. Now, I am not a professional gamer. I'm not the big brain, smart human. I'm just doing this for a bit of fun. So expect things to go wrong horribly like it did earlier. Let's clean. Get rid of that. And that. And... ooh, there is iron there. I want that iron. Oh wait, I've got to dig this out, haven't I? May as well while I am up here and can reach. Have I gone up? Oh, I have gone too far. Oh well. Nothing a bit of dirt can't fix. It's not like you can see this bit anyway. Still playing, afraid of playing hardcore. So this isn't hardcore. I would hate doing hardcore. I would have to be drunk to do that. But I can see why people enjoy doing it because of the thrill and because of the, oh my god, this might happen. I might lose my entire world. I just can't. Okay, this is the part where I try not to die. Oh, I haven't died yet. There's a piece of dirt up there. You can stay up there. I'm not particularly fussed about collecting dirt right this moment. If I need it, I can always find some. Oh, it's going dark again. I should have built myself a staircase. That'd have been clever. My brain's really not with it today. I had work all of yesterday and then most of today. And I got home. What time did I get home? I got home about 4, between, what was it? I got home about 4:30 off the top of, yeah. My brain is having a massive fart, sorry. I got home at like 4:30. Sat down for a bit, had a shower, had my dinner, and then I'm now doing this. I just want to have a cute little, yeah. Same. There's so much in this mod pack that you can automate, but I don't. The one thing I probably won't automate is the husbandry, for the pure reason of I don't have the energy to do that at the moment. Because for me to do a lot of things, and this is just because of how my brain works, that should not be in there. Or you. I actually need to plant you. But yeah, I will have a farm at some point. I will have all the nice, very pretty things at some point. But it takes time and energy. I mostly play Minecraft when I don't have a lot of energy because it doesn't take loads to do. I could also do with a backpack. Do I have string? I do have string. Can I make a backpack? No, what do I need to make a backpack? Chest. I can make a chest, I think. I thought I had a spare one. No, but I can make one. Shit! I'm missing 2 leather and a piece of string. I don't have any extra wool, do I? Yes, I do. I'm having I'm having a big brain. Phantom's having big brain right now. Get in the thing. That's a lot of tools. Yeah, because I don't have enough iron or decent enough materials to go full into tools right this minute, so I'm using stones and just working with what I've got, and I just need... How many more? 2. There's another cow around here somewhere that I can go kill. There's a sheep, but where's the cow gone? It's up there. Come here, cow. Don't run away from me. I'm coming to kill you for your leather. So I can make a backpack. Where have you gone? You're there. Did he drop a leather? I don't know if he did or not. But it wasn't enough. Oh, there's more down there. Let's not die. There we go. Ow. I want to get fully enchanted tools. That is on the list of things to do. I don't want the steak. I want the beef. No, I don't. I want the beef. I want the leather. I might need to kill the horse. I'm gonna kill the horse. I had to kill the horse. Do I have enough? I don't have... 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have enough now. Let's go. Give me that backpack. I know it's going to be a basic backpack, but we can work with that. Because we can have... Is it a massive backpack? What's the mod for the backpacks? Sophisticated backpacks. I don't know why I thought it was immersive. So we can have upgrades. Now for an upgrade base, we need iron, leather, and string. And then we can go from there. So we can have a starter tier, which is copper. Tier 1, which is iron. Tier 2, which is gold. And tier 3, which is diamonds. We're going to have to go with starter tier for an upgrade. But it's also cheaper if we get the starter tier and then make it into an iron tier. But I don't have enough iron to do that. So, let's get backpack. Let's see, can I get one of you? I need my iron. I need more iron and more string. Well, I have iron. Don't think of anything else around here. No, I do have more stuff in there, because that goes there. Organising. Oh, that can go in there. That can go in there. That will go on my back. Yeah. I need 4 iron, 4 string, and a leather. So that's my leather. Leave my iron here. I do need the copper for the starter upgrade, which is 1, 2, 8 copper blocks. 8 times 64 is too many numbers for this brain to even figure out how to do right this second. So we're getting there. Let's turn that on. Put the backpack on. Now I've got to remember... Yes, it is B for the backpacks. Now all of this can go in there. So I can declutter my inventory a bit. Math is not mathing. No, math is definitely not mathing, and brain is definitely not braining today. Phantom is a bit tired and ever so slightly drunk. We can work with drunk. Well, I'm not even drunk. I had a glass of wine and a rum and coke earlier. Because that's what happens when I finish work. Especially after a long weekend like I've just had. I will dig out the rest of that coal in a moment. Oh, the pretty pings. And I will fill this wall up, just so I've got a nice, smooth, clean palette, I say palette space to put the house when it goes up. I say it's a house, it's a 3-bedroom house. Why I built it with 3 bedrooms, beyond me. But I thought it'd look better with 3 bedrooms. This is a massive coal vein. And I don't have a vein miner on here. I think if I did put a vein miner on here, it'd break again. I'm going to need more dirt to fill this hole up. And I have another hole I need to fill up. Yeah. I have another... It's just a big old hole. Now, I believe you, on this end, came up to about... Hi, sheep. I think it was here. Yes, it was here. And it was this level. So I'm going to finish drawing this line. So I can remember where this line is. You're fine, you're only coming up to here. I was building a house yesterday and I screwed the... How? If I may ask. You're still asking yourself the same question. That is fair. That is 100% fair. Okay, it is starting to get dark. I know I'm religious with like going to bed and that, and I probably should move my bed up here. It is just because it's easier for me to get this done if I can see what I'm doing and not having to fight any nasties, especially while I'm still quite squishy. Let's move the bed up here. Even my friend was like, "Oh, I see the problem. Did your friend not tell you what the problem was? I think that would have been a nice thing to do." Think there was a zombie dying somewhere. It took me until building... I'm guessing you mucked up... Is this built multiple floors? Because if you mucked it up with the multiple floors, that's stupidly easy to do. Because I've done the same thing before. Because I was looking at the windows, I'm like, my windows look a bit squished. Why do my windows look squished? And it turns out, the second floor, I'd dropped it a level, and the windows just didn't look right. Right, we have our lines, roughly. Now we can get this all nice and flat and hopefully get more iron. Let's not try and mine stone with a pick, because that don't work very well. It's the basement slash attic layout, so would be one floor or would it be 3 floors, depending on how you see it. So in the UK, the attic is technically a floor, but we don't call it that. We just call it the attic because 90% of the time we use it as like a storage space. We don't really have basements, or I say basements, we don't call them basements, we call them cellars. But cellars we do count as a floor, but we just call it a cellar. Clean walls. But the good news is, this build requires a lot of cobblestone, so it's a good thing I'm getting it now from doing this. And I know there's going to be a lot of blocks in the build, but we'll get there. Eventually. I might have to do some stuff off stream when I have the time and the energy to do that, but we will do that as of when we need to do that. I don't think mining with the melon is going to be very useful here. Please give me a tunnel. My other option is I'll just make a tunnel and get this done quick. But for a drill, and I'm looking for the regular crate drill. I could actually make a drill. Oh my god, I can make one. Not that I could make it into a contraption, but I can make one. I had this discussion with a fair enough. I can make a drill. Ooh, a dried guest. We want a happy guest. I want to build a happy guest stable. I have the many plans. I'm going to make this so much easier for myself. Ow. But I do also need the press so I can make a wood saw. That can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. That could come out. This can come out temporarily. You go in there. That's fine. I'm actually going to use the charcoal to make torches. And I need the iron. Have some casing. What do I need for a press? Iron block, casing, and a shaft. But I only need the one, which is nice. Right, we have our drill. Not our drill, we have our press. So I can now press the iron into sheets, which we need for a saw. I'm losing the plot again. 3 sheets and an iron, well, and an iron ingot. Well, I can get the 3 sheets at the very least. Forgot how expensive. Yeah, which is why I try and get it early, because that was rude. Just go on there for a minute. I try and get it as early as I can because it's so useful in making other things. I need water. Did I put an infinite water source down here? I did not. That would have been clever. There's so many things I could have done in this that would have been clever for me to do. Let me get more melons while I'm here. And more wheat, because I need wheat to make the lovely stuff, but I don't have a mixer yet. But we can at least make a start. We get the expensive stuff out of the way, it makes everything so much easier. That's not fall down holes. I need to remember to fill in holes. That was a bird. Let's see if I can get these water wheels going again. I eventually want to get a steam engine. For power, steam engine would be nice because of the power production. But for terms of frame rate, water wheels or a wind turbine is better. I need a block there. Just uncover this very dangerous hole a little bit. Just a little bit. Just so I can put some water there. I don't want to slow down the components. Fine, what do I need to slow this down? So if I put... Having that little cog there is redundant at this point. So if I do that... And then I can put a shaft in, but it's still slow. I'm watching my own brain cogs turn in real time. I don't like how slow that is. But bonk. No, I don't even need this to run ridiculously fast. I just need it so it works. Bonk. Sometimes people and things just need a good bonk. There goes my back again. Very stiff, very crunchy joints. But when they pop, it is so nice. I'm gonna fill up this hole. I've probably miscalculated how much space I needed, but it's fine. It is fine. even if this stream does end up just becoming a I'm going to mine out this area type thing, at least it's calm. Yeah, I will let my future self worry about it. It's called delegation. It's a very useful skill to have, especially if you're delegating to your future self. For example, I'm delegating the fact that I need to do my bookkeeping to my future self. Will I remember to do it? Probably not. Will my accountant message me at some point to tell me to do it? Probably. I would start singing the specific song for digging things. However, I don't want to get copyright claimed. My nose is doing a twinge then. I don't know if I'm going to sneeze or not. I'll be fine. Bit of terraforming. Nothing wrong with a bit of terraforming. Do, 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 do. I'd put my own tunes on, but because of how my sound works, I think it'd come through the headset and onto the stream. So unfortunately, we're stuck with the calming sounds of the Minecraft. So, Elsa, you said you were Spanish. Are you from Spain or are you from another Spanish speaking country? Oh, you're from Mexico. Nice. My parents have been to Mexico. I'd like to go to Mexico at some point. But if I go to Mexico, it'd be all the touristy areas. Because when I'm not instructing or doing this, I try and spend time in like Wales or somewhere near the Welsh border. Just because it's nice. If I could get printed on a T-shirt, Wales is my happy place, I would. Tip my mic up a little bit. I'm just gonna mine this corner out, and then we're on to the next layer. I have big plans for this world. So I want, obviously, tunnel mine, all that lovely jubbly stuff. I would like to get automated crafting for the create stuff for the pure reason of I can't be bothered to stand there and remember how everything gets made, so I may as well get the game just to make it for me. And then we can branch down the avenues because there's loads of mods on this, so we can branch down Farmers Delight, we can branch down. I've completely forgot what other mods are on here. We could go down Dragons Plus. We got post production, all sorts of these weird and wonderful things. Now I know Crate Aeronautics came out not that long ago. However, it is not on this pack. Oh yeah, they had Steam and Rails and the vanilla backport. But we're gonna do as much adventuring in this that we can do, and then decide what we do from there. I don't know if I'm gonna build a city yet or a town, but there's gonna be different features and things, and different productions of things to make everything a lot more easier. Oh yeah, I remembered I needed to fill the hole up to here. So I've got to do a bit of sculpting. That is someone coming up the stairs next to my door. Have I ran out of good pickaxes? Yes, I have. I'm not going to use the iron one, because that's just silly. We'll start sculpting this, because this is the level we want to be at, but this is where I've dug down, or I can just keep digging and do it this level. Yeah, they left aeronautics out of it as it was new, so the next season they might add it in, because it's on season 2, because it's Create 2. They might add it in later on if they can, when they can verify they all work in the server. I'm not. I've currently had to tab out of chat just to Google something. Because I'm using my phone. Wave button. Thank you. With dirt. Not dirt. Terraforming. I should put. Terraforming. And I know I've spelled that wrong, but it's fine. Let's do. You know what? Screw it. I'll just keep it this level. Screw it. We'll do this level. I am gonna temporarily pause because my backside's fallen asleep and I need to stretch. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I do have Spotify closed. Give me 2 seconds. I say 2 seconds a lot. I say a lot of common phrases and a lot of filler words. Let's get Spotify back up. It's thinking about it. Come on. Come on. I know. Who was it that put videos out today? I know Chosen and Foxy put out videos today. Beardy put a video out not that long ago. And I know, because I don't follow everyone who's on the main, who does the server. I'm waiting for my Spotify to load. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes just because I need to stretch my legs and go to the toilet. 1 moment. Oh, it's doing it again. There we go. Right, let me tap back into the game and refresh the stream manager. We will keep digging because I still have loads of shovels left, and then I'll make a new axe. I am just going to drop it to this level because I don't want to have to take it all the way up. Because originally I had filled this up, but I'm just going to take it down. I think I'll make for a prettier footpath. But there's so much dirt. Da-da-da-da, nice and calm, diggy diggy. I'm like an excavator. That is the wrong button. That is the correct button. Every single piece of gravel. I'm going to try and push at the very least until past. And that's because I want to get a good amount of time in this. But I live in the house with like 3 other people. So I'm in my parents' house and I don't want to wake them up. My brother's in the room next door to me. My parents at the other end of the corridor. So I just have to be a little bit mindful for them. For context, for those who are not working on British Standard Time, it is currently 11:05. Which is always, me and the time differences is always a fun one, especially because I play D&D with a group of Americans. I love my Americans, but there's a 6-hour time difference between us. So I have to remember that I can't message them until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Or else I wake them up stupidly early. Yeah, oh right, time zones. What time is it for you, Elsa? Because I'm assuming you're about the same with being 6 hours behind me. You're about 7 hours behind me. So I'm assuming that puts you on the western part of Mexico. Am I right saying western part of Mexico? Because I don't know how time zones work in Mexico. It's getting there, slowly. I still have loads of shovels left, so I can clear out this dirt. Can I... Oh, I can just stand here and just get this level. I'm waiting for the backpack upgrade that lets me... Well, I don't know if they have it, but there is a backpack upgrade that just that it feeds you, and it swaps whatever you have in your hand. It's like how I've just had to get a new shovel out. It will automatically put one in my hand if there's one in the backpack. Nice calming music. Nice chill music. I have a quite calm week ahead of me. So it's bank holiday tomorrow, so I'm not in work, and that's for both of the jobs. And then Tuesday, I'm on call for one of the jobs. Sorry.
If we know you're shouting, why carry on doing it?
Sorry.
You're really shouting.
I'm sorry. That was my mum. That was my mother telling me off, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm on call Tuesday. I don't have any work Wednesday because I've got to help my brother do stuff. And then Thursday and Friday. Tuesday? Stop it. It's my accent. So when I'm tired, my accent comes out more. If you want me to enunciate like most British people, I say most British people, like Londoners, Tuesday. Or Americans, Tuesday. But yeah, Wednesday I've got to help my brother. Thursday I'm on call. Friday I'm on call. Saturday I'm instructing again. And Sunday I'm instructing again. The problem with being on call is I don't get paid for being on call. Yeah, I know. There are certain words, there are certain American English words that I do say because it makes it a little bit easier for my brain to process that word. And the other reason is so when I am talking to my Americans, they can actually understand what it is that I'm saying because I will speak yam, which is it's the name for the slang from the area that I live in the West Midlands called the Black Country, where all the coal mines used to be. So like I don't say horse, I say os, which is spelled O-S-S. I spell it correctly on paper, but if I say the word, it's os. I say yam instead of you are. It's like if I'm talking to my sister and I say yam an idiot. There's a few different phrases I'll say, but I used to do a lot of work for Archery GB. I still sort of do because I teach archery. So because of the amount of different people and the amount of different accents I work with, I've kind of had to like teach myself to drop it, and I do subconsciously drop my accent when I am talking to people who aren't my family, because otherwise I'm not going to be understood. Ooh, copper. We need copper. I'll get that with another thing in a bit, or tomorrow, or whenever I can be bothered to come back onto this game, because life takes a lot of energy. Yes, sometimes I forget to speak Spanish. Do you just subconsciously switch between English and Spanish? Because I find that quite entertaining. Because I used to work with people from all sorts. Thank you. When what is this recently? This was recently. So one of the centers I work on, I don't blame you. One of the centers I work on, they have a lot of international volunteers. So they have people who speak they're not Spanish, they're Ecuadorian. We have people who are German. There's a couple of other people, but I can't remember where they're from off the top of my head. And if there's a word that they don't know how to say in English, they will say it in their native language, and then everyone else has to guess what it is they're trying to say. Most of the time, I had to do a hard reset on my brain when I can't use either language. That's fair. That is fair. It's like, I have full respect for people who come to the UK or who are non English speakers and try and learn English, because English is apparently one of the hardest languages to learn for a non native speaker. And it is also, it's difficult for people who are like me, who are dyslexic, whose brains don't do English very well. I need to cut these trees down because I need some more wood. Wood means to me English was quite easy. Fair enough. It's been a minute since I heard from you. I know you've been lurking, and I'm 100% fine with you doing that. How's your week been? I hope it's been well. But for some word, fair. I just do whichever is easier to my brain. The one that trips me up at the most at the minute, and this is going to sound very silly, aluminium. Autumn for you. Aluminium and aluminum. Weeks have been busy. You may have noticed if you looked at my schedule, things keep changing and things keep getting chaotic. That is because it is peak season for me at the minute for the instructing. Autumn is the closest to how we say it in Spanish. Fair enough. Now we call it autumn as well. So, Justo, for you, I've had a very long weekend. I've been instructing all weekend. I've instructed longer than I thought I would today. So instead of doing what was originally planned, we're chilling, playing Minecraft, chopping trees and digging, terraforming where my house is going to be. So we've made decent progress. It doesn't look like decent progress, but I feel like it's decent progress. The nice thing I say the nice thing, the one thing I do have to do tomorrow, the workish thing I do have to do tomorrow, is I need to send the centre I was working on over the weekend an invoice, and I'm waiting for another 3 to come back. Is it 2 or 3? No, it's 2. Because I would like to get paid. Because I have bills and other things I have to do. We need wood. I will build a wood farm. That's on the list of things to do. I can't wait to get a mini chainsaw built. Just so I can do the stuff. Just so I can literally chop these trees down and have no problem with it. And not leave a mess. Da, 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 da. It's raining saplings. At least this is someone working now. Stick. I was going to empty my backpack. Even though I know there's not much in it. I'm going to have to mix all of this up, but it's fine. It is fine. We will get there. I'm saving that cobblestone for something. We need some more pickaxes. I can get 2 right this minute. I'd like brain to brain, please. No, how many's there? 24. I'm trying to remember what brain, not mathing. Get all of that turned into sticks. Get that. I mean, I do need that. Shit, I made too many. Oh well, it's fine. I can make more torches. I've got space to put these. It's fine. That's the other reason why I wanted the backpack, so I could put my millions and millions and millions of tools in there. At least I'm not going to run out for a bit. That metal pick, though, it can go in there. No, in fact, I'll keep that. Because, in case I find any zinc. And yes, I know planting torches like this is overkill, but I'd like to be able to see. Right, time to get digging. Because we will need to go lower than this. Now, I haven't used free cam to cheat, but I have I have an odd feeling that there is an ancient city somewhere below us. I remember one of our friends from the UK, he's always sending photos of ducks, so... yeah, I don't know what it is with British people and ducks. I have a thing with cows. I really like cows. I find them adorable. I do have the kids laugh at me when I tell them this, but I genuinely have an irrational fear of geese. I don't like geese. I went on a walk a couple of weekends ago with my mum around a wildlife trust site called the Worsley Centre. There was loads of geese nesting, and yeah, I don't like geese. Yes, they are evil. The only goose I like is the one in the Untitled Goose Game. But other than that, I don't like geese. Give me cows. Give me cows and dogs and cute fluffy cats. But don't give me geese. The other thing I don't like, and this is very ironic considering what I do for a day job, spiders and bugs. I'm not a fan of spiders and bugs. I tell the kids to like be calm and like investigate bugs and that, but me, I won't touch them. Do 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 do. Getting lots of cobble, we like that, because I need lots of cobble for my build. I also need tough for my build. I do need a lot of different woods, which is why I want to get the sword done. But the main thing is, the part that I'm going to use, the area that I'm going to use, is terraformed. It's clean, it's tidy. Well, it's getting clean, it's getting tidy. And I'm getting loads of resources. If I film tomorrow, it will be for the Hento stuff, for the Hento Korok seeds, because I've got one part left to do for that, and then I'll probably play this and just gather some resources. Oh yeah, swans. What? Going back to the conversation about geese, swans. Swans in the UK are protected by the monarch. So at the moment it's King Charles. We're not allowed to hurt them. My friend had a concerned look on his face when I told him I don't know how to use redstone. I just about do. Half the time I have to Google it. I spend when I'm playing Minecraft a lot. I'm a builder by heart. But I have had to Google so many things just for redstone, and I'm not even that good at it still. I'm getting loads of stone. The good thing with stone is when I can get a fan, I'm going to make a washer. So when I get enough when we get enough iron, we're going to make a washer. Because we can turn the stone into gravel and then turn that gravel into iron nuggets. And I can turn those iron nuggets into iron ingots. But if I can also find a village, which I haven't found one just yet. This is the area that I discovered. Spawn is down here somewhere, and I'm up here. I will have to do some adventuring. Build us together strong. Yeah, boy. Not to assume that you're a boy or a girl, but yeah, my dude. There's a skelly walking down there. That's fine. He's probably in a cave. I will have to do some exploring. I'll probably do that off stream, along with any more resource gathering that I gotta do. But I won't do any big builds unless I'm on stream. And yes, I know it's getting dark. I've built some really pretty things before. I think the coolest thing I've ever built was an airship. Ooh, that's my headphones falling off my head. It's still the wrong button. That is my phone telling me that it is on low battery. That's fine. I will charge it. It's on 15%. I will charge it when I go to bed. Because I need to get my charger out of the bag it's currently in. Yeah, when I got home, I haven't even, bothered to... Well, as I haven't even bothered. I've taken my dirty laundry out and put that ready for me to wash it tomorrow. But I haven't, I haven't took any of my kit out of my bag to air out. I haven't gone through my food bag, and I know my food bag is nothing that needs to go in the fridge because I ate that yesterday. So it's just all snacky stuff that I need to organise and put away. Do 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 do. Getting there. I feel like at some point I'm just going to dig something and find another massive vein. Oh, it's only had a couple bits of copper in it. No, not there. That's rude. And I could fill up that hole as well, actually. Is that a T-block hole? Apparently it is. That's going to be covered, I think. I have so much content I need to make. I'm just doing it little bits at a time, though. Excuse me. We're nearly there. We're getting there slowly. This guy also said something. What did he do? What did he do? And this isn't to insult the person that you're on about. I just like knowing drama and tea and what makes people tick. When I see people in person for work, I'm stupidly good at reading them. So I can look at someone on one of my sessions and know if they're about to panic. ducks on the pond are free. I know this because I have 3. Fair. I tried to pet a duck once. I was on a hike with my sister. This was like Easter last year. And she was we're still arguing to this day. Fair. But no, we were walking. She was taking me on the Lowland Trail. My sister's also an instructor. One of my sisters is also an instructor. And we were going around what she runs for a lowland walk, and we saw a duck just chilling by a river, and it was like not even 2 feet away from us. And I wanted to try and pet it, and I was told no because it's gonna bite you. So I couldn't pet the duck. I'm sad I couldn't pet the duck. Right, we just got the rest of this to clear. A bit of reflux then. Ooh. Nice calm Sunday vibes we're doing. The VOD for this is supposed to go out tomorrow. I do need to edit this VOD a little bit, and I'll probably do that tomorrow morning, so I can get this out for 8:30 tomorrow night. And then I'll be doing another stream tomorrow. I can't wait to see the mansion you made. Oh, thank you. It's not massive, it's quite basic. I have labelled the rooms out, so I know what's going where. I am putting a lift in it because screw stairs. I am sick and tired of trying to fit stairs into awkward builds. So because with this mod pack I can make lifts, I'ma just make a lift. But I need brass for that, and I'm not at that stage yet. I'm way off that stage yet. Stop it. Let's chuck as much of this in there as we can. Let's get all these out. Shove that in, shove that in, shove that in, shove that in. So the video of me building the mansion will come out as soon as I can finish editing the replay to get it to do what I want it to do, because I'm still learning how to use replay. This version of the pack doesn't have replay on it because I tried playing on the version that has it on that had that there. I forgot how to English again. I tried playing on the version that has replay on it, and it crashed the game because I need to upgrade my RAM. This is the version that doesn't have replay on it, so I'll go from there. With a rope pulley, we can make basic 1, and it only yeah. But the problem is where I need to put the lift pulley is in a really awkward spot. And once I put it in, I don't particularly want to move it if I can. Especially because I've got to root power up to it. Worst case, I can just stick some ladders in there temporarily. And then when I don't need the ladders, I have furnace fuel. We will get there eventually. I know it is now past, and I probably should dip because I am actually quite tired. Right. This'll be it for now. We've cleaned out a good space. We've made progress. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save and quit the world. And I will exit the game. Because I need to have Opera open. And Opera doesn't usually like... Opera and Minecraft don't like each other according to my laptop. But again, that's probably a RAM issue. While I'm getting Opera open, is there anyone in particular that you would like me to raid? And that goes for anyone in chat. I don't need 2 Opera windows open, I only need the 1. Any suggestions? And yes, that ghost noise is my laptop, it's my Opera, because I have it modded to do that. The reason why I'm doing the raid through my laptop rather than my phone is because it works better. Load for me, please. Load for me, please. Twitch is taking its time to load. What am I looking for? I think it's stream summary I'm looking for. If you guys don't give me a suggestion, I know who I'm gonna raid. I have an idea of who I want to raid. This is really having one today. Come on. Come on. Come on. Play nicely, please, computer. I know I put you through your paces. You do? No, that's fine. When Twitch loads, the person who I was going to raid is a very good friend of mine. Their name is Ivo. They are American. They are currently trying to raise money because they're a little bit short for their rent. And if they're a very good friend of mine, I haven't raided them in ages because we're not usually live at the same time. But I think they could do with a little bit of love right now. So if I can get that to work. It's still thinking about it. Do the cracking on the back again. Right. I should be back again. When I get this up. I shall be back again tomorrow. I don't usually stream on a Monday. But we're going with what we're going with. Because I want to make sure you guys have some entertainment. What are they playing? Ooh, they are now playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. So that will be fun. They don't have many viewers themselves, and I do try and... Why am I so gassy right now? I do try and raid people who don't have many viewers. Just to send them a bit of love. Yeah, I'm back tomorrow. This VOD should go onto the YouTube tomorrow. And then... I'll be back... Friday. If I remember to do the stuff I need to do before going to bed. Let me double check. I'm forgetting my own schedule and I wrote it. 15th. No, I'm looking at the wrong week. I want this week. I'll be back on the 8th with Cult of the Lamb. And then I won't have any streams until the 15th because the 9th I'm working and the 10th I'm running event. Have a good night, also. I say have a good night, have a good evening. Let's raid my friend. I will see you guys in a bit. As soon as the raid goes, you guys are going to be heading straight over. I'm going to put some tunes on. Let's have a bit of a chill. I will see you tomorrow.